Welcome back to the Papa-Doo Podcast.
Papa-Doo! All right, you ready?
Let's go.
Are you sure you're ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready to dab.
100% ready, Joe.
I'm ready.
Listen, are you ready?
I'm ready!
Ready! What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Crypt. Welcome back to the Papa-Doo Podcast. It is me, your boy Crypt, as well as my good friend Joseph Nato, the lucky boy, the guy that makes beats, the guy that also raps, the guy that's a beat-making course, the guy that mixes, the guy that has no eyebrows, Joey Nato. How you doing, bro?
Oh, man, I was good until that introduction, but, you know, it's
what?
all,
I gave you so much
good.
Props right there. I had to give you
You
something
did,
that
and then
take
you just
a little
dropped
bit
me
back.
right back down, you know?
Yeah,
you
I got to keep you grounded. Like, I'm going to build you up, okay?
It's like if the baboon or whatever the hell he was in Lion King raised Simba up to the animal kingdom and then just spiked him afterwards.
This lion.
It's like, yeah, he's going to be king one day, but...
Not
today!
Wait,
I just swore. I just swore. I just told you not to swear for the first 10 minutes.
I know, it's great. You completely
I
just what do you call that? I don't even remember. You f***ed up. Steven.
Yeah, we need your help, buddy.
Yeah, we need your help. Okay, shout out to the editor, Steven. His links will be in the description on Spotify if you guys want to go click that and follow our good friend, Steven. Hopefully he makes fun of us a little bit more than he did last time.
Yeah, make sure to leave comments below, as always, in the Spotify.
Was that a burp?
Leave comments on Spotify.
Was that a burp?
Was that a verb?
Burp. It sounded like you burped.
No.
Oh.
No.
I thought you burped. It was a very strange noise that came from your mouth.
That didn't happen. Speaking of came from my mouth. Where
are you going with this?
Actually, I don't have a segue actually for that. I wish I did, but I kind of wanted to find some kind of way, and this is not going to make sense at all, but I was trying to find some kind of way to get to the fact that I finally got a haircut.
I did notice that, and you look so much better, dude. But it's
I gotta say, I agree.
Yeah, it does kind of sadden me though, because you almost were out of the point where it looked fucking stupid. Like you were getting to the point. It's like, okay, this kind of looks cool, and then you just shave it off. Like you literally made me endure 6 months of you looking like a heathen. And then it's like right when I got to the point where I was like used to it, and I was like, okay, this can turn out pretty good. You just go back to the way you were. So I'm like a little disappointed, but I guess it's better off in the end.
I've never got more IG like Instagram story messages from me besides when I like put out a song. Whoops, my phone fell. But besides when I put out a song, I've never got more IG like DMs from people saying something, and that's what happened when I posted a picture of me with the new haircut, everything like that. Because I did a poll. That was the final straw. I did a poll. I was like, yo, should I cut it or should I not cut it? And
they voted to cut it.
80% or something like that was saying cut it.
So it was like overwhelming.
Yeah, and I was kind of like leaning towards it anyway because like stupid stuff. Like the fan, like it's hot in here, so if the fan's blowing towards me, like the freaking hair on the side of my face would like blow in my eye and like scratch my cornea. And I'd be like, yo, this is dumb. Like, why am I doing this?
Scratched corneas aren't good, so I can understand, I guess, why you cut your hair. But again, it just you just made me deal with horrible hair for a long time.
I mean, you didn't have to deal with it that much at all.
I had to see you.
The only time you see it is when you watch the podcast episode, pretty much.
I watch all of them, so it's like 6 hours nonstop of just like, Jesus Christ, this guy needs to fix his fucking head.
Listen, my barber was too, and my barber is like a good friend of mine, but he was too busy.
For 6 months?
To respond. No,
6
he was
months?
too busy.
I was like, hey, Joe, I'm kind of busy for the next
to get
6 months. Hit me up in September. I'll cut you then.
The day that I wanted to get it cut.
The one day. So you just like, hey, he's not available this Friday, so let me just try again in 6 months. Maybe he'll be available.
No, that's... You're taking it out of context. Bottom line is I went, and then this lady cut my hair, and she said, you look way better, let me tell you. And I was like, well, damn. All right. Damn. I wasn't expecting her to just. I said thank you for your honesty. I was like, it's like because before you looked like. Like,
listen, when you walked in here, I was like, oh my God, it's a fucking eagle. But then then you're there.
Yeah. So
good times.
Hey, It's all good though. I feel good. I even go to the store without my hat now. Like it's pretty pretty amazing.
Dude, I've only seen you without your hat one time.
Yeah, well here, I'll take it off right now.
Oh
Ready?
man, I can totally see it.
I'm not bald, but like
It's
it's
bald.
got like
You're bald.
yeah.
Just
I don't
accept it. It's fine.
My hairline started like chilling. I started leaning back like Fat Joe, maybe like
Your hairline's at the top of your neck.
when I was 22, 23, something.
I think
like
your
that.
hairline's literally at the top of your ass crack.
It's close, but the thing about it is, like, light. If light is above me, it makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
Because it just makes the top of my head look white, and then it's like, which it is, but it doesn't show the hair.
It's not that
so
white.
it's like, yeah.
But bro, I literally stayed with you for a week and never saw your head.
Yeah, that's crazy. That won't happen this time. This time I'll probably just.
Okay. Well,
I
speaking
don't
of
know.
that, I am coming to your house in the next 2 weeks to record my album that is not even close to being done right now.
Yeah.
So
A lot of that blame has to do with me, man. I don't know what's going on with when it comes to making beats for Crypt right now. I'm
it's
just
crazy,
like,
man. I remember when we talked about doing this album from last time. He's like, okay, I'm going to produce and make every single beat for your album this time. And then I have like 2 beats from you right now. It's very similar to last time.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So I'm sure the end product is going to be incredible. It's hopefully going to be better than the first album. You know, that's
it's
the
not.
goal. It's not. Oh, wow. What great marketing.
Yeah, great marketing. Don't
was
buy
trying
it.
to
It's
boost
not
it
going
up.
to be better than the first one. I would rather you buy the first one. I mean, there's going to be different aspects to it. I just don't know where I'm at in life right now, man. I mean, the other one, is I hadn't told anybody any of the stories that I told on the first one. So it was all brand new stuff. I hadn't told anybody, like literally anybody, any of these stories. And so it took a lot of people off guard. And I think that's why I cherish it so much and why people revere it so much is because I brought forth so many different things that nobody had seen from me at that point. And now I'm kind of out of stories. Like I got a couple stories, but I don't want to like continue to harp on the same stuff and seem like I'm like whining. I hate that. So I've gotten to the point where I don't really know exactly what to write about album-wise. Because I do have, you've played a couple of the songs for you on there. I've got some different things where I'm telling stories and stuff. But
Yeah, one of the stories in particular is like,
yeah,
it's
a life
crazy.
story that
It's your
happened,
best storytelling one yet, or it's at least the most impactful one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that happened like 3 weeks before that song happened. So if you had come when you were supposed to record my album, that wouldn't even have been on there.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to rap about my life, and I feel like I've already rapped about all the stuff about my life that I want to rap about at the moment in time without having to continue to harp on that kind of stuff. That I'm sad that I deal with this stuff on the daily basis. That I don't want to feel like I'm whining to people. You know what I mean?
I guess if that's not the artist that you want to be, I mean, that's a lot of artist bread and butter, is making songs like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, it's just, I don't
So-
want to harp on it. I don't want to make money off of being fucking depressed all the time. Like,
Gotcha.
I want to make music that people can relate to, but I don't want to milk it.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, you got to kind of take, I was going to say before I get to my next point, you kind of got to take things that are happening in your life, whether boring or exciting, and kind of just make them sound
Yeah.
appealing through a song. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at a tape measure right now. Don't wonder why I had it. I wasn't measuring anything.
Is it resting by your thigh by chance?
But yeah, I'm looking at that right now, and I'm like, yo, I know for a fact I'm good enough of a songwriter to make a song about that tape measure right there
Yeah.
and make it fire. And you could do the same. So,
Of
I
course.
mean, I don't know.
I guess
Just
my
maybe, like-
mindset's just a little different when it comes to albums. Like, if I was to do a freestyle or something, I could come off with 20 bars about that fucking tape measure easily.
For sure.
But when it comes to albums, like, you know how much I really fuck with my solo albums and how I try to make them a story and cohesiveness. And so I'm not going to write about a
Okay.
fucking tape measure.
Well,
on
that,
my new
that
album.
was just an example.
I know
was
it's just an
saying-
example, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to rap about, driving to McDonald's at 2 a.m. because I'm sad. Like, I'm not going to do that.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I was kind of getting at. Like, talking about, like, maybe, like, the business closing down. Maybe talk about, like, when you were an athlete. Talk about the transition from being a pro gamer to a pro rapper. Like, I don't know, bro.
But, I mean,
Like-
do people want to that just feels like cheesy to me. That doesn't feel like...
If you make it called I used to be an athlete. Like, that's the name of the song.
Yeah,
and the
I mean,
hook
it's just
goes,
like-
I used to throw the ball. Now they throw me money. Like, I don't know. Like,
I just feel like my life isn't entertaining enough in that aspect to talk about those sort of things. And, like, I find myself always trying to talk about, like, YouTube stuff. And, like, that just feels like I shouldn't be talking about that.
You know how much I hate that.
Yeah.
But
that's such a big part of my life. That's the thing. So, like, I get really confused in those moments. And I try to make them very vague instead of being so specific about, like, YouTube drama. Just, I don't know.
I think that's what you should do. You should generalize your thoughts a little bit more. You can still make them sound creative, but just somebody that, you know, there's people out there that listen to music, listen to rap and hip-hop, and don't spend an hour of the day on YouTube. So it's like you kind of got to appeal to those people too. Otherwise, you won't grow outside of the YouTube area. And this is something, you know, we've talked about before. But
it's hard to make an album.
When I think about this type of thing, I think about the Jimmy Kimmel. It was Kimmel, right? Jimmy Kimmel episode when he had Eminem on the show for Briefcase Joe. They made the Briefcase Joe song. And Eminem was explaining to Jimmy Kimmel how to write a rap song. He was like, take something in your life and just exaggerate it and make it sound worse than it actually is. And people will want to listen to that or something like that. Or that'll make it more appealing for people to listen to. So that's a little tidbit that I've thought about, and I haven't really utilized too much.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that was a completely sarcastic comedy skit, but I guess you can take some information from that.
No, that's real advice. You don't think Eminem does that?
Like, I don't want to exaggerate my life. Like, I want to be truthful in what I say.
The truth is boring. You know what the truth is in my life? You know, there's people out there today that think I just had like a label meeting and then came home and then was like looked at my YouTube account and saw like 20,000 G's just sitting there. And then, or 20 G's.
20,000 G's.
Jeez.
I was like, I'm not paying you for shit anymore. Don't even ask me for money. And then they think
I banged some hot chick, and then I, like, drove a fancy car somewhere. You know what I did today? I slept in. I woke up at, like, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I did a lesson for my Basics of Beat Making course, recorded that. I recorded a reaction on my laptop after troubleshooting it for an hour, trying to get the audio right, which you know about. Mm-hmm. And then I did a podcast with freaking Crypt. How's that for a day?
It sounded pretty shitty until you got to me. Then it sounded like that doesn't even seem like it's real. Like,
so I don't want to rap about that.
Dog. yeah.
Oh God. You know what? You know what's crazy, bro?
What?
2 years ago, if I would have found out, like, if you hit me up 2 years ago, it was like, yo, you want to do a podcast together? It would have been hard to sleep that night. I'd have been like, yo, this is going to be amazing. Doing a podcast with Crypt. But then I realized you suck. And now it's just like, oh,
you know what?
Man.
Thank you. I needed that today, Joe. I appreciate you letting me know that.
Nah.
But it's honestly true, though. Like, I mean, it's the same way, like, maybe with me, because me and Mac are pretty close now. Like, 2 years ago, if you told me that Mac Lethal was going to be like, yo, you want to come on tour with me and, you know, just do all the shit with me, I would have just, like, shit in my pants. But this time I did shit in my pants, but it wasn't because of that. It's because I have very bad acid reflux.
Okay. Don't know if the two are connected, but I feel you.
I get it. It's never meet your idol sort of thing. Even though I wasn't your idol,
I don't agree with it, though. I don't agree with it. I think you grow because of it, and you just, you know.
Yeah, you just see them in a different light.
Yeah, that's all. It's not a bad thing at all.
You see them as normal people because that's all we fucking are. But
Exactly. We all are normal people.
Exactly. Speaking of normal people, how's your beat making class going? Zero connection on the segue. Zero connection.
We could have done that way better, but
you want to try it again?
Sure. Try it. Go for it. Make a dope ass segue. Can't wait to hear this.
Dope ass segue to beat making. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like I was talking about with Mac. You know how he asked me to go on a road and stuff like that, and several times I couldn't jack off at night.
Yo, I was just about to say.
No way.
I was just gonna be like, yo, did you beat your dick when you were on tour? Speaking of beat.
That's literally the transition I was going to make. Oh, man.
Yes, that is what we are looking for here on the Papa Do podcast. That is beautiful.
Okay,
yeah, so
beat making, jacking off. How's your beat making class going?
So it pretty much it like the real good stuff starts next week. The students are excited. They're talking to each other in this secret Facebook group that we all have.
Ooh.
And everyone's interacting with each other, and it's amazing. And I'm just making the lessons as I go along because I want to make sure to get their input and hear they're telling me exactly, or they're being very open about what they're concerned about, or maybe some of them have already started making beats, but they're having trouble in this certain area. So I could keep those things in mind when I'm building the lessons. I wouldn't have known those type of things beforehand if I just made the whole course before I launched it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it. Are you teaching them in Reason?
Yeah, I'm demonstrating in
Okay.
Reason. And then Reason Studios is the name of the software for anybody unfamiliar. But yeah, but everybody has their own. People are using Logic. Some people are using Cakewalk, Cubase.
Wow.
FL
Does all that
Studio.
stuff like transition over?
Are they gonna transition over?
I'm saying, does all that stuff like?
Yeah, I'm making
Can you
sure
teach me
every
something
single
in
thing I
Reason
teach.
and then I make it in FL Studio?
Exactly. Well, every single thing I teach is applicable to every software. Meaning, I'm not teaching people how to use the software. I'm teaching people how to build an instrumental the right way.
Gotcha. That makes more sense.
Yeah, and it's pretty amazing. And yeah, it's just a great experience so far. A lot of people are signed up, and it's kind of a good and a bad thing because I gotta support more people now and help out more people when more people signed up. But this is what I signed up for, so
Yeah.
it's
Did you
yeah,
let
it's
him
gonna be
know
cool.
that you're teaching this beat making class, but you can't seem to make a beat from me? It's like, listen, guys, I am this very professional beat maker. My biggest client, I can't figure out how to fucking make beats for him though. So
Yeah, it's Beat Block, bro, and I shouldn't even be talking about it because they say, well, actually I shouldn't say they say, but I know my brother from another mother, my boy Crush Boy Zach, who helped me write Provider on my album, the first song up there, but he said, the number one rule about writer's block is don't talk about writer's block. He said that's the number one
like
rule.
Fight Club.
Yo, I never seen Fight Club.
Of course you haven't. Let's just move on before I get really pissed.
Nah, man. I mean, I love Adam Sandler and everything, but I've never seen
Okay,
Fight
you're just
Club.
gonna have to shut the fuck up the rest of the podcast. So, Joey's beat making course sucks. Do not sign up for it. He doesn't know shit about pop culture. Definitely doesn't know how to make beats. I've been
That's
waiting
why.
on like 11 beats for my album, and I don't have any. I have he made a beat for the Cypher that we never used that ended up being one of the better beats that he's ever made for me. Wasn't even trying to make a beat for me. Whatever.
Yo, that beat is pretty good.
That is
beat
a dope
pretty
beat.
good. And
I
then
got
you
a
got
little upset
Samad.
right there.
That Samad's just fire, bro. He's just such a creative mind.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
this is something me and him didn't really mention this at all, but me and him are in this project together, but no one knows about it or knows what it is, but it will come out. It's on this other YouTube channel and everything, but
Oh, dope.
me and him are both involved in this discussion type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That has to do with rappers, and it's pretty interesting. But
That was dope.
me and him
Yeah,
will both promote
it did kind of hurt
100%.
me to use Samad's beat on a Cypher just because, you and I have always been teamed up when it comes to these Cyphers.
Yeah, well,
But-
it was majority rules, right? Because
Yeah.
most people agreed that his beat matched the vibe of the Cookout,
It did match the vibe
More.
of the Cookout, but your beat
and
was
mine
still
was
insane.
more run into a church and punch nuns in the face.
Your
and
beat was
that's-
dope. It was so gritty and hard, and I loved it, and Koofy's loved it, and that's why we're going to use it for our own song. So it didn't
Yeah.
go to waste, but
Nah, your What's Poppin' remix with him did pretty damn good. So,
yeah, it did all right. Did all right.
is my hand in focus? I want my face to be in focus.
I can't
There
see
we
your
go.
hand, Joe.
My face is in focus. Remember the other day I called you? I called you to say, yo, I lost my SD card.
Yeah, did you
And
find
you're
it?
like, okay, you want me to help you find it? I was like, actually, yeah.
Did
and
you
it
find
was-
it, though?
Yeah, I did.
Where
I
was
did,
it?
but it was under this little desk next to my big desk.
Okay, so I was
it's-
technically right in telling you to look behind your desk.
Yeah. Yeah, you were, because I moved it and it was right under there. But I don't know how it got there, but whatever. But anyways, yeah, man, this Cookout Cypher is gonna be. I don't want to ask what your expectations are, because that's not really fair to put you in that stance. But hey, what are your expectations for this Cookout Cypher?
I really don't know, man. It's just because like my YouTube channel specifically over the last month or two has really taken a dive for some reason, and so like I know the concert. I feel like it underperformed views-wise and like live stream viewer-wise. I still had a fucking blast with the concert and still had so much fun with everybody there. And like YouTube kind of screwed me on that too, but that's besides the point. As far as expectations, I really have no idea. Like I know a lot of people are excited about it, but I feel like most people that are super excited about it are in the Cypher itself. And so like I don't know I really don't know how it's going to do. I personally think it's the best Cypher that I've ever been a part of. I think it's the energy, the vibe, the memories. It's going to be my favorite Cypher hands down.
Interesting. Maybe because, and I've heard the Cypher, and I will say pretty confidently that it's probably the best lyrical Cypher that has been done.
Which is crazy considering we wrote it in 24 hours.
Well, that's my recipe. Not overthinking lyrics and just trying to do them like as fast as possible. I don't know, because your instincts, if you're a good rapper and a good artist, your instincts will just take over in those type of situations, and you'll just be forced to do something great.
That might be it, honestly, because like I overthink things a lot. Like I said, with my own album, I'm really overthinking it. Maybe that's why I'm kind of stuck. When it came to the Cypher, this one, I could not think of shit, so I asked Vin J if he wanted to write ours together, and then it started to flow a little bit better that way. But he ended up writing like the majority of it. I put in punchlines every now and again, but all the stuff I was putting in, just like we couldn't get it to make work.
Yeah,
so it was really strange.
I think you two have kind of contrasting styles a little bit.
Yeah.
So but you guys work well together, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It was interesting to hear your guys' part, for sure.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I don't know when this is coming out.
You said it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I
was making sure not to say that, but.
Fuck it.
Even in the preview video that you posted of the little teaser of the Cypher, how long did it take, by the way, to do that?
To do the teaser
video.
Or the?
No, the whole video.
It's still not done.
Okay. Are you editing it?
I am editing it.
Oh, okay. Wow, jeez.
It's a nightmare.
But yeah, it looks like Vin J is just by himself in his part, which is interesting.
Yeah, he took he like knew his lyrics. Dude, it's gonna be so hard to edit because nobody knew their shit.
Yeah.
There's like a handful of people that had stuff written, so they knew their stuff a little bit better. But like,
okay.
I didn't know. Well, I say that I don't know if they had their stuff written. Maybe they just practiced it a ton the night before. But there's like 3 or 4 people that like knew every word to their verse.
That's
crazy. And then there was guys like me that knew one punchline to the whole thing. And the rest of it, I'm just like there, like moving my hands from my mouth, doing weird motions, like literally zero idea what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and it doesn't help that we had a speaker there, but it was the shittiest speaker I've ever heard in my life, and nobody could hear anything. And like we were getting so hyped with each other and yelling and stuff. Like there was a time outside where me and Vin J were rapping our stuff, and then we like both did this like badass thing to where we thought the beat ended. And then we went back in the crowd, and we had like a whole nother 8 bars left. And so like we had to go back out and keep rapping our stuff. We thought our verse was over. We still had a whole nother 8 bars left.
Damn.
Yeah. It was really hard to shoot this video. Like it was so fun, but nobody could hear anything.
Yeah, that's it's funny. Like I look at the only thing I have to go off of is the teaser that you put out, and everybody's jumping around, and I don't know if you got the best parts or if everybody has that high energy the whole time, but that's
pretty much that energy the whole time.
That's dope. That's fire then, because a lot of ciphers I hate when like the background people are kind of dead, Yeah. It just doesn't look right to me.
There's like a handful of scenes like we did 3 different takes. So we did a take inside, and it's the very first raw take where nobody really knew what we were doing, so we just went crazy. Like everybody was so So happy and just having fun, bouncing around, yelling, going, oh, and like the shit like that throughout the whole cypher. Literally the whole time. And it's a 15-minute long song.
Yep.
And the energy was high the entire time. Then the second take we did, everybody tried to stay a little bit more quiet so we could hear the fucking beat and maybe people could get their words better. So there's a little less energy in some of the clips. Then when we went outside there, everybody kind of got their energy back up and we did our thing. And it was just super dope.
That is dope. And Luke Gaughan's guy shot it?
Yeah, he actually, it's funny because we were literally on our way to the location to film. We filmed it in an abandoned Dollar General.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? But we were on our, like, I
door
went
was
to
just
my
open?
house. No, like, we know people. But I had to drive back to my house and get these batteries for my lights that we use. We use some red lights, and I had to get the batteries for them. Drove back to my mom and dad's house where everybody else was, and I was sitting there waiting for everybody to come outside, and then Luke's cameraman pulled up. He just drove, like, 7 hours from Atlanta and like got there at 10:30 at night and was like, hey, will you film this? He's like, fuck, all right. And so he filmed it for us. But originally, like, I was going to have my mom or somebody that was there film it. We had no idea.
Wow. So this is going to be a well-shot video then.
Yeah, it looks great.
Say the
I mean, you saw the teaser. So that's pretty much what the whole thing looks like.
Well, that's good to know. That's cool.
Yeah, man. And like the conception of it was crazy. Because, I mean, I didn't hit you up beforehand and be like, hey, we're probably going to do a cypher. Can you make a beat for us? Blah, blah, blah. We were sitting at dinner, and Grizzy was like, yo, we should do a cypher. And I was like, do you want to? He's like, yeah. And then so I just went around and asked everybody, I was like, would you do a cypher if we got one organized? And everybody was down. So that's when I hit you up, and Samad went downstairs and started working on a beat that night. And then the next morning, or like 2 hours later, he came upstairs and had like a basic version of the beat. And then him and Honey Koofies like rapped for 2 hours or some shit like that in the living room over the beat. It was like a battle rap almost sort of thing. It was so fucking cool. But anyway, yeah, we had the beat. Huh?
No one filmed that?
There's probably some cell phone footage out there somewhere.
Where's the cell phone footage, everybody? Where's the cell phone footage?
Yeah, I was too in the moment.
Need to see it.
Dude, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. I mean, I showed you that. Whenever I was getting everybody to... No, I didn't show you that, did I?
No, you just showed me the reaction to when they played my beat and when they played his beat. And it was just
so I filmed before that, and that's when Honey Koofies rapped over your beat and did this storytelling song that we're going to do together, and it was just like... It was insane.
Damn.
So, there's some cell phone footage out there somewhere. But, Samad made the beat... You made your beat. We had everybody decide that night. We all ended up deciding on Samad's because it fit the vibe of the concert a little better. Yeah. And then the next morning at 10 o'clock, we were talking. Actually, that night we were talking with the studio, but that next morning at 10 o'clock, had a studio booked for the whole day and drove everybody to this studio. And we were just in and out for 9 hours recording our verses in the studio.
That's crazy.
It's funny because the studio is actually the studio that my favorite band in the world recorded their last album in. And I actually got to hear some unreleased songs while I was there after everybody left. So it was really fucking cool.
What was the band?
Blackstone Cherry. It's a rock band.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. And the shirt that I was wearing never mind, you're not going to be able to see that. I changed shirts. But the shirt that I wore the entire day at the studio, their lead guitarist literally drove it to my house and put it in my mailbox. So
wow.
It was
that
surreal.
A coincidence or no?
I mean, it wasn't a coincidence that I wore it there, but he gave me that shirt a couple days before I went out there.
Damn. Yeah, that's dope. So I guess, I mean, that probably helped you out with the vibe and everything, because sometimes it's a little tricky to catch a vibe when you're in a different studio. Have you recorded in a lot of different studios?
No, so I've only ever recorded in one studio, and that was when I went to L.A. with Deji to do the KSI disc.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah, that was it wasn't even really that nice of a studio.
Really? It looked nice on camera.
Nah, I mean, it was cool, but it was like in a really sketchy part of town.
Interesting. Wouldn't have thought that.
And then the studio that we went to this time, it was way nicer. But it looked like it was in an abandoned building because they didn't have any siding on the side of the building yet.
Yeah.
And so we didn't even know if we were in the right spot. It was out in the middle of nowhere.
That's
It's
what
so
it looked
cool.
like in the I saw footage of that. I think in
yeah.
Art of Kicks.
Yeah,
vlog.
that's right. Yeah, and because of the Corona stuff, we could only have like 2 or 3 people in the studio at once. So everybody
glad
just kind
they
of hung
enforced
out
that.
outside.
I'm glad they enforced that. I was wondering about that. I was like, yo, that.
Yeah, so there was a couch in the area that you could record in. There was always like 1 or 2 people on that couch. There was one person always recording, and then I was in the mixing room and the recording room next door between the walls.
Dr. Dreing it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Be like, yo, do that takeover.
Pretty much.
This is the takeover. Do that takeover.
Wow. All right.
Mess with me, I'll pour your shake over.
You
Your
can
face.
stop now. You can
Vanilla.
stop.
No one realer.
You good?
Yo, I'm such a good rapper, bro. All right, I want to know more about this cookout. Like, what are some juicy details about this cookout that no one knows yet, that no one's seen, that no one's heard? That what are the things? What fights happened? Who got cussed out? Who got stabbed? You know, I want the good stuff.
Okay. Let me think here. So there's a couple things that happened.
Okay.
One thing, we'll go back to the studio, is that they lost our cipher after everyone recorded. So we were there for literally 9 hours. I was there the whole time. I had sent everybody back home because Mom was fixing chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
So it was only me, Honey Koofies, and his 2 brothers there. And Koofies had just laid down his verse. I was there to go over everything, pay the guy for the studio, make sure the cipher was in order. And the 2 engineers that are there, you can see him kind of huddle up around the computer and get a little antsy. And then Honey Koofy's brother, he mouths some words to me, and I don't know what he's saying, so he has me come outside. And he's like, they lost your cipher. I was like, what? He said, they can't find it. And so like we went back in there, and I could see where they were searching through some autosave files, trying to find the cipher. And I was like, holy fucking shit. We just spent the entire day here recording this, and they don't have it. And so, like, I smoked a cigarette with Koofies and his brother, and, like, I don't smoke at all, ever. And I was super stressed out, got really pissed off. But then they found it, and I had to re-record some of my parts, and Koofies' brother had to re-record some of his parts. And we ended up getting it back. But there for a hot minute, there was almost not a Cookout Cypher.
Wow.
So that's one detail.
Damn. Yeah, when you're searching through autosave, it gets real, man, because they're not labeled anything particular, and there's like 20. Well, for that one, if the session was that long, there was probably a whole bunch of autosave files.
It's
You just
crazy,
gotta keep
man.
clicking through them and find the right one. That's crazy.
Yeah, we literally used every second of time there. Like, there wasn't a time where somebody wasn't recording something. It's crazy.
That's insane. All right. Who? I'm not gonna ask the one I really want to know, which is who took the longest to record. I want to know who
Luke
took
Gone.
the fastest.
Fuck him.
No, wait, seriously?
Yes, Jesus Christ. Luke
Yeah,
Gone
no, if
took
it's
an
Luke, we
hour
can
and a
say that.
half. Jesus Christ, dude. Luke set the tone. Okay, so Luke is
Perfectionist
obviously.
much?
What?
He's a perfectionist, huh?
He is a perfectionist. So here's what happened is, so we get in there and the engineers tell me I have to have an order for them. And so you know as well as I don't do the cipher order until I hear everybody's verses. That way I can make sure they flow together right and put them in the right spot. But
Right.
they told me I had to have an order beforehand. So I'm scrambling around at the cookout, like outside of the studio, trying to figure out who I want where and get the right order, which is super stressful because there's such a science to the order.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I want Luke Gone to lead off the cipher because he led off cipher 2, and it was very memorable, and he's good at leading off ciphers.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know this, but Luke had like 2 bars written going into it, and I thought he had it done. And so Luke was in there writing his as he went, trying to record it as he was going, and just like literally took an hour and a half while I was outside trying to come up with this order. And he just did so many different takes, and he's not even like rapping fast that much in this. I mean, there's one little spurt that he has, but it's nothing
not
ridiculous.
Yeah,
he's
no.
he was just trying to get his stuff right. But yeah, he definitely took the longest out of everybody.
Damn. Wouldn't have thought that because I
Him
know
and-
he's speedy.
There's one
But-
Samad. Samad took a really long time too.
Really?
Yeah, just because I think it's a perfectionist sort of thing. They just want to make sure they sound perfect, and they have dope
respect
verses,
it.
so it definitely worked out well.
I know Luke and Vin J are like that.
Bro, me and
I
Vin J
think.
did ours in like 10 minutes tops.
That's maybe Vin J's faster now. I don't know, but I know I'm pretty sure he's told me that he's the guy that will be like, nope, I don't like the way I breathed in between those two words. We gotta do it over. Like,
I mean,
so
kinda, but he nailed his stuff pretty well.
that's dope. I mean, he records a lot.
Yeah, he's probably
So-
gotten way better at that since then.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I was curious about that. I wasn't expecting an answer. I wanted to know who did it the fastest.
Merkham's.
Really?
Yep, he was in there for 3 minutes.
Shouts to Merkham's. Man.
Merkham's went in there, did his verse in one take, walked out.
Is he from Philly or something?
He's from Phoenix.
Wow. He has like the Philly
Yeah, I think
gritty
he has
in
family.
your face delivery.
I think he might actually be from the Bronx, because I know his brother Breezy, who is his manager, is from the Bronx, or he's somewhere in New York.
Gotcha.
So-
I don't think I even knew that you knew Merkham's, and I didn't know who Merkham's was until a recent project that I was actually with him on, but it never ended
Oh yeah.
up
So
coming out.
I've known who Merkham's is for he's the newest person for sure, maybe a month or two.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't known him very long. From his hot potato freestyle. Have you heard that?
No.
It's very catchy. I can't say it, but it's just you don't know what he's saying, but you vibe to it really well. And it's
Gotcha.
just super addictive. But that's where I heard him, and then I actually heard him
You
on
heard
a
it,
radio
and you were like,
freestyle.
"Hey, come to the cookout."
No, I didn't even like. I mean, it was an open invite. I think his management reached out to my management, and we got that all organized. But I definitely wanted him here after I heard him.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's another thing
Interesting.
about the cookout. Maybe people don't know is that it was an open invite. Like I didn't reach out to specific people, and then like intentionally didn't reach out to other people. I put a tweet out saying I'm doing this cookout. If you want to go, hit me up. And the
Yeah.
people that showed up hit me up.
Yeah.
And the people that didn't either didn't hit me up or they were doing other things.
Well, yeah. No, that could have opened up a huge can of worms.
Yeah.
You could have had a ton of people there.
Yeah, it could have, but I knew. I think I knew what was going to happen, so it worked
There was
out.
still a lot of people.
Yeah, it's 18 verses, I think.
Yeah, those are just the rappers.
Yeah,
Not
just the
everybody
rappers. There was a
rapper.
handful of reactors there as well.
So,
And then they brought some
Um,
girls. Like some of the people brought their wives with them. So there was almost 40 people there, I think.
damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with this losing the verses, that's terrible. Glad it didn't happen. But what else do people not know about this cookout?
Samad lost his wedding ring while we were there.
Hell no. Did
yeah,
he
that was-
find it?
He's not found it yet, and I haven't found it either. And I've been out in my yard, like, searching for it. We just can't find it. He lost it somewhere between my house and my mom's house, which is literally like 2 miles.
How?
But it was right after the concert.
How? Is this supposed to be public information? Does his wife know this?
Yeah, she knows.
Okay.
We're not gonna harp on it though. Just that's one of the things that people don't know that happened. Nobody stole it. He lost it. That's all that happened. What else happened? Futuristic
Samad,
got
I
my
hope
dad
it comes
very,
up.
very, very drunk. Very
What,
drunk.
You said Futuristic got your dad drunk?
Yes, he got my dad fucking whacked out of his mind.
How did he get him drunk? Did he get the funnel? Or
No, my dad was like, "I'm gonna show you about this moonshine," and then not knowing that Futuristic is like a borderline functioning alcoholic, Futuristic just drank him under the bus and got my dad hammered off moonshine.
Did you hear your dad say things that you've never heard him say?
No, I wasn't around him that much. I was too busy. Like, I was organizing a bunch of stuff. I worked literally the entire weekend, like from organizing the Cypher, getting beats made, talking to the studio, getting that set up, trying to set up the concert. Like, I mean, I talked with people in between doing stuff, but I was constantly on the move. Same with my mom, constantly on the move, cooking food, getting people where they needed to be, taking people to airports, stuff like that.
It makes sense. If you're the host,
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. I was going to
Yeah,
say
but-
it's kind of comparable, but not really, but I'll say it anyway because it's the only way I could really relate. Like, the first time, or the only time, I went to Disney World, I was like, this is going to be so fun. It's Disney World. but like there's so much to do there, and we were just there for like 3 days or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it almost felt like work, because we were like, okay, now we got to go do this. Okay, now we got to go do this. Now we got to go do this. Can't sleep in. Got to run around. Like, got to get all this stuff done while we're here. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
Like, yeah. I don't know what you were expecting. If you were expecting to have a chill, fun, laid-back weekend, or.
I knew I was going to have to work the day of the concert and try to figure out how to set it all up and run that. I was not expecting the Cypher to happen. I was going to take that entire Saturday to just chill with everybody and just hang out and have conversation. I didn't expect a full day of recording and all that other stuff.
Did you guys watch any movies or anything?
There was zero time for any of that.
Wow.
Like, straight up. Bro, when I tell you we got up, everybody got up at like 10 o'clock Saturday morning. We went to the studio. We're there until 6:30, 7. I was there until 8:30, but everybody else was there until about 6:30 or 7. They went back. They ate chicken wings. I got back at 8:30. Everybody was still eating, and we were doing the chicken wings and shit like that. After we got done eating the chicken wings, we all drove to the Dollar General to film the video. We were there until about 1 o'clock in the morning. Then everybody went to sleep, and then the next day everybody was traveling, going out of town.
Well, that's the dope thing about that group of people, though.
No, sorry. The next day was the concert. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then after the concert, everybody was going out of town.
But the dope thing about that group of people is they all have work ethic.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Work ethic.
It's crazy,
so
man.
There was probably not much complaining about like the hours and stuff like that. You know what
there
I mean?
was not a single complaint, man.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever experienced that. There's always somebody in the group that's like, oh man, why are we doing this so late? I gotta get going. Like, but you know, this is what we all love to do. So it's like,
yeah, everybody had a great time. Everybody vibed. Zero arguments, zero drama. Like, it was crazy.
That's a shame, bro. This is a YouTube cookout. Come on.
Not a single ounce of drama at a YouTube event. What the fuck?
That's awful. That is awful.
No, it was great, man. I got super sad after everybody left, man.
Damn. Really?
And a lot of people felt that way.
Finally.
No, man. I was like, I even, like, not even gonna lie, I like teared up and cried a little bit. Is that a happiness, though? Because, like, everybody was talking about it once they left and how much of a good time they had.
That's always good.
So many people message me as, like, this is the greatest time I've ever had in my entire life.
Jeez.
And, like, even a week after the cookout, people were still talking about how they missed everybody at the cookout. So many collabs happened already out of it. It is super heartwarming, and I love that kind of stuff. So it made me tear up a little bit.
Here's one thing I will say about outside looking in about the cookout. Well, my perspective on somebody has changed drastically recently, and I'm gonna just put it out there. You know, I don't think it'll cause any issues, but if it does, whatever. But with Grizzy Hendrix,
yeah,
because me and him didn't get off like really on the right foot behind the scenes. I don't know if I ever told you.
You didn't,
but I did.
No, you did not.
Did not? Oh, basically, you know, he like. Our interaction started with, reactions, something related to reactions and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it's something that I wasn't really on board for, but he was kind of pushing it a little bit, you know what I mean? And
gotcha.
I don't know, like his whole aura, I don't know if it was the mask face thing, but something about him just kind of just seemed like entitled or something, or overly cocky to me.
Yeah.
But when I see this dude, like, first of all, he has one of the best. This is one thing I will say, and what I've always thought. He has one of the best rap voices in this scene, I would say. Like, his voice is so pleasing to listen to. Like, his rapping cadence and tone, and it just sounds dope. He just sounds like he's meant for this.
Yeah, bro. But, I have his whole album, like, downloaded on my phone, and I listen to it all the time.
I listened to the school one. I listened to that one.
Yeah, I listened to that. I listened to...
It was really good.
The 10 Contract Commandments. There's another one about Jay-Z. There's another one called 50 Cent. And, like, I was telling him all this stuff, and he looked, like, super surprised that I actually listened to his music. It was funny.
I don't think I announced it. I think he dropped it the same day we dropped ours.
He did,
and I was like, yo, I'm tired of listening to ours. Let me listen to his. And I was like, oh, this is dope. But his whole, I don't know if he did a rebrand or whatever. I didn't even know he took off the face paint and stuff recently. Mm-hmm. So that kind of caught me by surprise. And now, I don't know. I feel like when I saw him in this footage at the cookout and stuff, he seemed like a super chill, genuine dude. and that's not the impression I got from him from the jump.
I think everybody at the Cookout will tell you that Grizzy surprised them more than anybody, just because he's so animated and so out there online. But he's like super not to himself, but he's just like observant and quiet until you get to talking about music, because he's very passionate about music.
I love that.
It's funny because there's a clip out there of when the Cypher like got put into play. My mom was talking in front of everybody. She's like, so you're going to do a Cypher and a Cookout this weekend. And you hear me, and I just go, yep. And then Grizzy's off to the side, super quiet. And he goes, see, that's why Crypt's the fucking man! And just like screaming and like stands up and starts yelling. So like Grizzy's like super quiet the whole time. And then as soon as the Cypher is mentioned and it's like, it's a go, he's just like screaming and yelling. It's the Grizzy that everybody knows from online. It is crazy. But Grizzy's one of my favorite people, especially after this weekend, man. He's just
that
super
seemed like such
guy.
a cool dude to chill with. Just
absolutely, man. I've already told him he can move in with me if he wants to.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Probably one step at a time would be the way to go. But
listen, okay, don't be mad because he jumped the friendship scale over you, okay?
Man, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. I think I choose Freda over you. It was a hard decision, but
yeah. Too bad she chooses the mailman over you.
I'm saying only some days. Not on Sundays though, because the mailman doesn't come on Sundays. So that's my day. But
that's okay. Whatever.
But yeah, that surprised me. Out of all the footage, that's probably the thing that surprised me the most, and the fact that We Scheme, you guys got to see him without his mask.
Yeah, I saw him without his mask before he came there.
I bet he's really hot under that mask.
Wink, he is very handsome. You are correct, but he's like chiseled. It's so strange. Like he didn't look anything like I thought he was going to look like, and he looked very good. But anyway. Are you laughing?
The way you said that is so awkward and weird.
Listen, I'm just being like front forward.
He looked very good.
He does. Like I'm not gonna take that away from him. My man looks good.
Oh man, that's Did he ever like talk about the mask? Does he have like a video on his channel where he talks about why?
No,
he does it?
He might. I don't know. I haven't seen it if he does, but he gave me a mask, so I have a We Scheme mask that I need to put on my wall somewhere.
You know what's crazy? Anybody could be We Scheme.
That's true. The mask
Literally
is at Party
anybody.
City for
How would you know?
$4.99. You would. I mean, you would know by his voice and his mannerisms, but
well, yeah, that. But
he said that a lot of people think that I'm We Scheme.
What?
Like he gets that in his comments all the time. I don't know why.
I don't get it.
I don't either, but I'm not. He's definitely better looking than I am. He's more toned than I am. He's shorter, but he does look better.
Huh.
I still rap better though. Bitch.
This track coming soon.
This is a Papa-Do exclusive.
Yeah. Always got to find a point.
Always got to find a way to put that
that
in there, man. It's great.
I wasn't waiting for it either. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
Nice.
So.
But yeah, dude, there wasn't a single person at the Cookout that I was off taken by. I would 100% hang out with every single person that was here on like individually and just chill with them. It was.
Who was the most social out of everybody?
Definitely, this offends me, Todd.
That's what I thought.
My man was just a social butterfly out the ass. Have you seen the Cookout picture, bro? He looks like a drug lord just chilling in the background.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. And we originally, dude, I wish we could have figured out how to make this happen. I wanted him to introduce the Cypher, like him just walk up in the middle of this warehouse that we were at and just like, what's up, mother beaches? Or just something crazy. Just Todd being Todd to do the Cookout Cypher. But I didn't want to be demonetized, and people didn't really know if it was going to work out right, so we just didn't do it.
Was there ever any discussion about him doing a verse on the Cypher?
Yeah, he wouldn't fucking do it. I don't know about the Cypher. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I asked him to be on the Cypher too. But I know specifically I wanted him to perform at the concert and sing, but he wouldn't do it.
Oh, yeah. That's a big step.
Yeah, Arctic Hicks almost rapped on the Cookout Cypher, but he didn't.
Wow. Has he rapped before?
Yeah, of course. I don't know if he's put anything out, but I know he knows. He knows how, of course. I know he knows how.
Really?
But I don't think he's ever put anything out on his channel.
Interesting. Hidden talents that these people have.
Let's see. Holla Crazy. He wasn't going to rap, but then I asked him to be on there. And
I'm glad you did.
He has a crazy verse, dude. Yeah. His voice is great, too.
It is. It is. He's one of the more underrated reactors, I would say, out there. Like,
yeah.
He's very sharp, it seems like. Like, when he listens to stuff, he catches he catches everything. This stuff you won't think he'll catch, but he'll he's very good. He's very good.
Yeah, he's a really fun guy too. I was super happy that he came out.
That's dope. Where's he from?
He's from Atlanta. There was a lot of Atlanta boys there.
Okay.
Yeah, him, Marcus is from Atlanta. King Blitz is from Atlanta. Lem, who is the other half of Script Work, who Marcus is part of, like that's their reaction name. He's also from Atlanta.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Then they brought a couple.
Can I say my favorite
friends.
verse? Is that a?
Yeah.
You want
go
me
ahead.
to say it?
I can tell you my favorite. I can tell you my favorite verse too.
Well, actually, when this comes out, wait, when's the Cookout Cypher comes out on Saturday?
Yeah, it's coming out Saturday. So is this coming out Sunday?
Maybe.
We
that might
don't
be
know
a good
how to do
idea,
shit.
right?
Yeah, just a follow up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay.
cool. Yeah, so my favorite verse is Dilemmas, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Marcus. That's who Marcus is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a dope one, dude. His fucking
That's his rap
the
name, right?
Revolver give you
Dilemma?
a spin-off. That's one of my favorite things, bro.
That's his rap name, right? Am I saying it right? Dilemma?
Dilemma, yeah.
Yeah, that's Marcus. Okay. But you call him by first name because you've met him multiple times already.
Yes,
So you just,
correct.
Which is crazy. You guys live so far apart and you've met multiple times.
I know, right?
That's wild.
It's like me and you. We've met multiple times.
Yeah,
we live even
but
further away.
yeah, we work together all the time though, like on a weekly basis, unfortunately. Yeah.
Just had to throw in the fucking
KMN.
the adverb right there. All right, whatever.
KMN. Leave a comment on Spotify if you know what KMN means.
Kill my nutsack.
Yep, close. So yeah, that's my favorite verse up there, and I wasn't expecting that. Because remember I was a little critical of his verse on the last cipher.
Yeah.
Because he had a lot of local punchlines, like punchlines you would only understand if you were like from his area and stuff like that. But
yeah.
This time it was, it was fire. There's a lot of surprises on this. I know he's punchline heavy, but just overall, there's a lot of surprises on this cipher. So
yeah, for sure. He's definitely dope, man. And I've always known he's really dope. He's a super underrated guy. I love punchline, so I'm drawn to a lot of the stuff that he does. My favorite verse is Lex.
Okay.
Just because, not because of the punchlines or anything. She does have a couple cool punchlines in there, but like her voice inflection and like the transition from her to Samad is insane, especially in the video. Like it's a really cool transition the way it happens, because I like picked up Samad and brought him out of the center of the circle, and Lex just like comes out from underneath where he was, and just like the camera motion, everything looks so cool, and like I love it. But like she does this inflection of her voice. It's like, there's a dozen of us in the room, call the doctor. Like, the way she says room is like sends chills up my spines. I don't know.
Really? Damn.
Yeah. I don't know why. I love it. Hers is dope. Merkham's had a really fucking good one, too. And his energy in the
like
video
really
is
battle
crazy.
battle rap style.
Yeah. And like I said, his
sure.
energy in the video. Dude, I'm still debating on if I should leave some of the crowd noise in the actual video, because it's insane. Like, we're naturally reacting to the verses when we hear them.
I probably would. And, I mean, to me, if I want to hear it clean, it's going to be on Spotify, right?
Yeah, it's going to be on Spotify.
So you have the option to go on Spotify if you want to hear it.
That's true. I seriously might.
I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of videos, like music, or the versions of the song in the videos having a different flavor or something different than the actual Spotify version, just to keep things kind of interesting.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I would do it. If it really sounds good and it doesn't sound like some BS, then yeah, I'd probably do it. And it keeps the natural vibe, which is what you guys kind of wanted, like the organic vibe of everybody together and stuff like that type of energy. So
yeah, I'll probably do that then.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Again, just to avoid confusion, we're recording this podcast on Thursday night. The Cypher comes out Saturday. So if this episode comes out Sunday, then yeah.
We're speaking in the past from... No, we're speaking in the future from the past, or are we speaking in the past from the past, but the video's in the future?
That was too much for me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like really fucking me up. So we're speaking into the future now, but when you watch it, it's going to be the past. We're also in the past right now, but the video is going to be in the future.
Oh, man. I can't do this. I cannot do this. Nope. It's too much. It's
All
too
right.
much.
Whatever, man. It's a dope cipher. Let's just end it on that.
Do you have another? Oh, I have one more topic that I want to talk about, actually.
Oh, damn. I was, like, really ready to wind down.
I felt it. I felt it from your end. But this is something that, I don't know. I feel like it's a good thing to bring up.
All right.
You know, clickbait.
Clickbait. Okay.
Yeah. So, I'm wondering if you have any information on this because you're Crypt and you know things sometimes. Sometimes. Only sometimes. Domain. KSI's probably arguably best album cut on his album, meaning not something that was a single.
Mm-hmm.
His video, he's canceling the release of his video. Why?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So this conversation did go. I
Yeah,
thought
I'm
you were
fucking
gonna be
with
like,
you.
yeah,
I
man,
knew
I
he was
spoke to
canceling it.
Mams and
I definitely
he said
knew he was
da-da-da-da.
canceling it. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, okay. So,
reasoning,
do you know
I have-
anything
I-
why this is
No
happening?
idea. I literally have no idea. And it sucks because I had a sponsor ready to be put on that because I feel like he makes fun of me for it. And I've noticed something because I put a lot of sponsors on KSI videos because, one, I know the KSI video is going to do well. And, like, sponsors want their videos to do well to keep coming back. And I originally started to do it because all of KSI's videos were copyrighted, so I wanted to at least make money for it. And then Mam started clearing the copyrights, so now I feel kind of bad for putting sponsors on them. I didn't put one on the last one. But, yeah, every time that I haven't put a sponsor on it, he, like, reacts to my reaction. But every time I do put a sponsor on it, he just leaves me out. Or he'll, like, show my video and be like, Randolph 2, and then he'll move on. So
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I messaged him the last time he did it because, like, he clicked on my video. He's like, wait, why is Randolph reacting to my video again? And then he clicked off. And I was like, and I messaged him. I was like, that's probably the funniest thing that's happened to me this week. And he laughed at it and said, it's a bit of banter, eh? Like, did that fucking UK slang that I don't understand whatsoever.
Eh? Isn't that a Canadian thing?
Yeah, I don't think he said, eh. I'm in a weird state of mind right now.
Oh, you're in a Canadian state of mind.
Canadian
You're in
state
a
of mind.
Canadian
That's the new
ham
Nas
state of
album.
mind. You're in a
Instead of New
bacon
York
state of mind. You want bacon. You want a bacon cheeseburger. That's what you're trying to get at.
I'm down for that.
Yo, a bacon cheeseburger, bro.
I didn't want one at first, but now I do.
Oh my God, that sounds
Speaking
so
of
good.
bacon cheeseburger, what about this new Travis Scott meal from McDonald's? Have you gotten it?
wait, hold on. Is this a real thing?
Yeah, it's a real thing. You didn't know about this?
No, hold on. I got my laptop right in front of
Bro,
me.
it's fucking it's a quarter pounder with the bacon and a medium French fry and a medium Sprite.
And it's called
It's called the Travis Scott meal.
Oh, let me pick up my phone. That dropped.
It's quite literally a collaboration between McDonald's and Travis Scott, and it's a quarter pounder with bacon. I think there's some sauce on there too. It's like
gotta have the
specifically what
Travis-
he eats.
The Travis
And it comes
Scott
with barbecue
sauce.
dipping sauce because he apparently dips his French fries in barbecue sauce.
The Travis Scott meal. Is this a real thing?
It's 100% a real thing.
At McDonald's. So if I go
At
on,
McDonald's.
yep, it's on McDonald's. The Travis Scott meal.
What is it again? So I don't misspeak.
Quarter pounder with cheese, Travis style, is lit. That's what it says. Dive into a quarter pounder with cheese stacked with Travis's go-to toppings, bacon and lettuce.
That's it.
It's a classic made iconic. Boy, I'll tell you what, McDonald's, you know how to market the hell out of something. I want to pay McDonald's marketing company to market my next album because even if it's trash, they will know how to make it sound like a damn platinum record, bro. Unbelievable.
Bro,
my laptop needs to shut the hell up.
Yeah, it's like making a lot of noise. So if you had a Joey Nato meal, what would it be at McDonald's?
Kind of close. It would be for the burger be a bacon cheeseburger, but probably double patty with lettuce, mayonnaise, and grilled mushrooms probably.
Why did you get fancy shit at McDonald's?
How's
Grilled
that fancy?
mushrooms. That's so bougie.
What? Don't they have mushrooms on their sandwich or burgers, don't
It's
they?
like a special order thing.
Oh, well, that would be it. Yeah, I mean, it has to have. Wait, it can't just be regular items. That's stupid.
That's what the Travis Scott meal is.
when you said Travis Scott meal, I was expecting him to put like French fries on the burger or something like that.
Yeah, bro, that's what mine would be.
Isn't that a Texas thing? Putting French fries on burgers?
I think it is. Mine. Okay, listen. You ready for this? This is the Crypt meal at McDonald's.
All right.
There's several different variations. So there's the 12 a.m. meal, there's the 12 p.m. meal, and then there's the 4 a.m. meal.
Jesus Christ! Good luck getting that deal.
Yeah.
Right,
so the 12 p.m. is it's 2 plain double cheeseburgers, a large fry, and a large Coke. Simple. Okay, it's simple. The 12 a.m. meal is 2 cheeseburgers with no pickles, a 6-piece chicken nugget, a large fry, and a large Coke. Now, the 4 a.m. meal is a McGriddle with a 10-piece chicken nugget, a quarter pounder, plain.
What?
Yeah, hear me out. Plain, a large French fry, and a large Coke. And what I do is I save the McGriddle for the very end, but I put chicken nuggets. I put 3 chicken nuggets and French fries on the quarter pounder, and then I eat the quarter pounder, and in between the bites, I eat a chicken nugget, so it like works out evenly. And then I eat my French fries, and then I drink a Coke, and then I eat the McGriddle by itself at the end to give my mouth a nice little syrupy flavor to go to bed on.
Is this a real thing?
It's happened numerous times.
Wow. Have you ever tried Arby's Meat Mountain? I brought it up to you before.
That sounds kind of kinky.
It does, actually.
Hey, sounds like something I would say to a girl that I'm trying to really... Okay, never mind.
Have sex with.
Yeah, I was going to say something else.
Yeah, do you have an Arby's near you?
I do have an Arby's. I've never tried the Meat Mountain.
Will you be hungry tomorrow?
Well, I fucking planned on it, Joe.
So if you're hungry tomorrow, by chance, go to Arby's and get
off chance you want food tomorrow.
It's on the secret menu. Hopefully they have it. Just pull up, be like, you guys have Meat Mountain? And if they have it,
I'll be arrested.
Have it. Why? No, you. All right, no, you won't be arrested for that. It's been proven. I've asked for Meat Mountain before. You don't get arrested for it. But yeah, pull up, ask for it. I know up here in Connecticut, at least you won't get arrested for ordering Meat Mountain or saying that to somebody. But I can't speak for people in the South because you guys have like swear words on your store names and stuff. You guys are weird. But yeah,
we're funny, is what we are. We're not weird.
Yeah, you know what? I'll accept that. I'll accept that because I went down to the Outer Banks in North Carolina. That's kind of the South, right? That's the South.
No,
it's the South.
That is not the South.
Just because it's North Carolina, it is the South. It's below Virginia.
No, it's not.
Yes, what? This is geographically proven.
It's not. I don't know what map you've seen, but North Carolina is on the west coast above California.
Oh yeah. All right, so
I don't know if you can tell I'm trying to wrap this fucking podcast up, Joseph.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best audio quality so far. The whole podcast. We got really close to it. Yo, so everybody, we're gonna wrap it up by saying this: leave comments in Spotify below, or leave a comment on Spotify telling us what your meal would be at McDonald's, because I think that'll be pretty interesting to hear everybody's variations and stuff like that.
I'm curious of that as well. For sure.
That'll be pretty good.
I also want to know if you would rather have Joey's meal or if you would rather have one of my 3 selective menu items. So.
Yeah, please enlighten us on that. I just noticed that mine doesn't even come with fries or a drink. It's just...
I just want a burger with this weird shit on it. All I want is actually just... I bet you just roll up to McDonald's like, can I just have a thing of grilled mushrooms? You're just one of those guys.
And then I go home and put it in my omelet. And then
oh, my God. Okay.
Call it a day.
That will be the end of this podcast, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and watching with this new podcast every Sunday. That is a complete lie. We have a zero schedule that we do not stick to whatsoever. Joey and I are going to start doing some reactions here soon. We do live streams during the week. I play scary games. Joey plays Warzone because he's too much of a whiny baby to play scary games. And I get too mad to play Warzone. So
yeah, I'm just trying to win. Shouts to everybody that was on the live stream that watched me play Warzone and lose.
Shouts to everybody that's been watching me play Resident Evil. I'm going to stream that tonight and try to beat it.
I'm going to watch that. Or I'm going to listen to it while I'm editing this video, but go ahead.
Dope. Are you editing the video?
Not the podcast. I'm editing a different video.
Oh, okay.
I got work to do. I don't know about you. While you're playing
I
video
should
games
probably
and stuff.
I should probably finish the Cookout Cypher, but I'm not.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, I'll do it Friday night, literally hours before the video is supposed to be public. But
Just go get
thank you
copyright
guys
claim.
for watching. That's the end of this one. And it's all time. I was playing your boy Crypt and Joey Nato, and we're signing out. Go ahead and pop a do. Pop a do.